How about these cards right here? These are the ones I really like how that one turned out.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself, I just did that one.
That one looks good. Okay, good morning, everybody. We're waiting for everybody to jump on. We are here. It is Thursday. It is Throwback Thursday.
Throwback
here
Thursday.
At Memory Bound.
And it's kind of cool because it's a rip and flip day. And I
Yay.
think throwback and rip and flip, all of that is just kind of a fun, exciting thing.
It's a great technique to go back.
It is. And
it's very easy.
It is. It's easy. It's fun. It's a creative technique because you can do so many different things with it. And you could even just make a bunch of card fronts or scrapbook layouts and just have them ready to go and slap on a sentiment and you're good. So, but we have some other things to tell you about first before we do our ripping and flipping. I guess, first of all, welcome everybody. We're glad you're here.
Yep, everybody's jumping on.
We're getting a big crowd going.
Yep, weather is beautiful here.
Look I don't have long sleeves on.
It's
no
40.
winter coat. It's 40, but it's going to be 50.
Yep.
And it's going to be another beautiful day. And Diane, how long is this weather going to last? Do you have any idea?
Until next week, I think. I haven't seen a 10-day forecast.
Well, we'll take it. This is February. 50 in February is not normal in Iowa.
I think Saturday is going to be a little chillier. But
well, we
anyway,
can handle it.
Yeah,
we can handle it for sure. So thanks for joining us today. Like we mentioned, it's Throwback Thursday, and that seems to be kind of a popular new thing that we've been doing now and then, where we bring back a technique that we've done before that was a favorite, and we do it again, and it kind of reminds you of like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I could do that. Or it's like, oh, I missed it the first time around.
So we have Virginia, we have Iowa, we have California. Yeah, wow.
I feel like I have a really short chair.
Our chairs are very temperamental around
I
here.
feel like
they
it's
don't
really
like to
short,
roll
but maybe the table's tall or maybe I'm short. So
okay.
Anyway, welcome everybody. And thank you for being here, whether you're live or later. We really appreciate it. We wouldn't be doing videos if we didn't have such a great audience. And all your comments are so sweet. And we got Janet here. So Janet's with us virtually. I was going to say virtually. Virtually.
Ohio.
Yay.
Arizona.
Well, we're covering the country, everybody.
Oh, and Canada. Yay.
All right. Well, hello, Canada. I'm Kelly, and Diane's here this morning, and we are going to show you this rip and flip technique. And before we do that, we've got to show you some new product, and we have a favorite that's back. Janet had a card kit called A Season to Celebrate, and it sold out.
Graphic 45.
Yes, it sold out in like 2 days. And we were able to get more product, so we made more kits, and it's $33.99. And I think we have 5 of you that already have asked for it before we even had it back in stock. And we've got yours up in bags. We'll give you a call this morning. But it's back, and I want to show you the actual cards.
Montana, I hope, Melissa, I hope it's getting warmer where you're at.
Me too.
I think they've had a lot of snow up there.
So this is made with A Season to Celebrate from Graphic 45, and what's really cool, and we still have the collection also, is that there is a set of cards for each of the 4 seasons, and papers and ephemera and such for each of the 4 seasons. So these, coincidentally, I picked up winter, so get you a good look at those. And then I've got spring. This has got to be spring also. So there's spring. You can see how beautiful they are.
Yeah,
and
gorgeous.
Janet can link our blog post from when we launched this kit so you can get a little more detail. Let's see. I think I've got, I think this might be summer. I've got them kind of mixed up now, but it even has little details like this. And this was really a unique card that opens up.
Oh, how fun. Wouldn't that be fun to get in the mail?
Yeah, especially with the little band on it. I don't call these belly bands. I just call them bands. And then we've got Hello Sunshine. And then we've got Fall here. And you get your directions. You get all the paper. You get the card bases, the envelopes. You get these inserts that you see when I open the cards. You get all of that. It's $33.99. It's back in stock. So don't miss out on that. I'm going to set these aside
Spring matches your shirt.
It does. It does. Well, and we are using Floral Shop today from Simple Stories for a lot of our things. So I thought it would be appropriate. Okay, my favorite magazine. Oh wait, it's the only magazine anymore.
Yep.
But the latest issue is here from Creative Scrapbooker, and we have a couple things to point out. Look at here. This is what we launched Monday from Elizabeth Crafts.
The memory decks.
The card box.
And what we're sold out of will be here today. I just got to notice
Diane,
that
thank you.
It is arriving today. So if you've been waiting for some of the new dies or stamps.
And then new, another piece of it. So if you get the magazine, there's a whole article on building one of the card boxes.
That's a recipe.
They're calling it card box. It's a memory deck
by Els.
But you guys, what I wanted to show you is back on page 130. There's 144 full color pages in here. In the community section, Chris is in the magazine. Chris, I don't know if you're watching, but I found your picture. And you are there. Right, I circled you in my copy. She was at the Elizabeth Crafts retreat in Banff last fall, and they did a big group shot like that. And
that's pretty cool.
We need to do that at one of our retreats so we can get published.
Yeah.
Although, do you remember Dawn and I were in a magazine one time?
Definitely. So
the magazine is here. It's $12.99. It has layouts. It's got cards. It's got mixed media. It's got mini albums.
They do a great job of touching base with every type of medium and
it's
projects.
The spring issue.
Cards and layouts and mixed media.
And that looks like Simple Stories on the front cover. Yeah, it looks like the collection we have. Meadow Flower.
Yeah, last summer.
I'm going to ring the bell because I want somebody to grab that for us. Oh, maybe Penny would. So we'll see if we can find that collection. It's very similar to Flower Shop that we're using today. Penny, this I think might be Meadow Flower from Simple Vintage Simple Stories. Penny's on it, you guys. Okay. All right, then just another reminder that on Monday, Peggy's going to be here doing a craft along, and we have never done a craft along with the Simple Stories page kits. So this makes two-page 12 by 12 layouts. Peggy's got all of her pieces punched out, ready to go, and if you want to craft along with Peggy Monday, just be here, be square. I think that was something from an old TV show. But anyway, bring your kit, have your pieces kind of punched out and ready to go in piles, and she's going to assemble it on Monday. So you can see how these go together. Oh, thank you, Penny.
Dawn is doing quite well. Her and her husband are wintering in Arizona. So I will mention that you were asking about her.
Yeah. So there you go. This is what's on the front of the magazine.
Oh, yep. There's
Meadow Flowers.
The purple and all the.
And this is the collection pack. But it's got. I'll flip it over so you can see the stickers that you could use to do a similar layout.
I loved the green boots.
Yeah, it's really cute. Thanks, Penny, for grabbing that for us. All right, you guys. Teresa's back with her watercoloring panels, and she's got an Easter one here for us that she has designed. It's on watercolor paper. You get 2 panels. It's $1.29. You know, get more of them if you want to try it out. She showed me she's used, I think, maybe 8 stamps on these. So it's not just the Tim Holtz blueprint, the bunny and the egg. She's added all kinds of other things to it. And on March 10th, she will be watercoloring these right here on this station at this time. So check that out. Those are brand new, and it is laser printed, so you can watercolor. You can do Copics. We should give one of these to Penny and have her color one up with Copics like she did before. So
Billy, the farm collection has all been reordered.
Oh, yeah.
Can't tell you for sure when it's coming in, but it is coming soon.
All right, this Address-a-Lope is back in stock from, oh gosh.
Way back when.
Maybe
we had a
3 or 4
customer
years
that
ago.
was so disappointed we didn't have any in stock because she has used her so much it wore out.
Oh, it did? Well, I'm glad she asked. I want to open this just to show everybody. It's $11.99.
And we were able to get it back in.
And it's a template. They call it a dress-elope, which I really like. And, ooh, are we going to be able to see it on that? What do I have? I need something solid-y. How about that? Can you show it on there?
There we go.
So it's pretty cool if you want to center, you know, if you're really picky about centering or you want to write really straight, you could pencil your lines in and then erase them. But if you erase them, you've got to use
on it.
Okay, I'm going to ring the bell again. I should have thought to bring this. So there's kind of an idea of using it.
There we go.
We're going to keep penny hopping. Can you get us one of those white erasers? You know, they're solid white.
They're just handy so your address or whatever you're doing is not going uphill.
It's got the smaller lines for your return and the bigger for your regular.
Or you could use it for journaling.
You could.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, do you remember all those journaling templates we used to have? What, maybe we need to try to get those again. See if we can make them ourselves. I wish we were a manufacturer because there's so many ideas for things.
Yeah.
Now, I mentioned how you could draw pencil lines, and sometimes if I want to draw a pencil line, have you ever sketched something and then you turn your pencil over and you erase it and it makes really black, nasty smudges? And you don't want that. So there's one eraser that's the best for that. And I kept talking thinking Penny would be back, but she's not back yet. So hang tight. I'll tell you about it in a minute. The other thing before we start showing you some other product is we have been working on our YouTube page, and Janet can put a link. Here she comes. Yay. Here she comes.
2 kinds.
Penny. All right.
This one and that one, the deluxe set.
Okay. So what you want, these white plastic erasers, this is $1.49, so it's very affordable. This is from General's. And they also have the same thing, but you can get it in, like Penny said, a deluxe set.
Art eraser set.
So you get the kneaded eraser, and then you get the soft white eraser, and you get the gum eraser. And you know what's weird, Diane? We have been using this, the gum eraser in my painting class, and it turns into kind of a ball. So if you had an awkward place to erase, you could get in there and erase with it.
And does it erase anything other than pencil?
Just pencil.
Just pencil.
All right, so those go really well. You might have to link that to the address.
Ooh, Sharon has already watched some of our YouTube videos.
Oh, good, good.
Yay.
Well, you're going to see some blasts from the past out there because we're trying to get some things brought back in from Facebook. Because if you don't know, Facebook is going to start eliminating live videos, just live videos, but you know that's about all we have, after 30 days. So today's video will last 30 days and then poof, it's gone. So we have been uploading the videos to our YouTube channel to save them there, and we might come back and upload them to Facebook also, but it's one step at a time, really.
Yeah. Penny?
Yeah. Penny's our star savior today. Penny's right behind the wall, you guys, so she's...
The grunge paper came in yesterday, those 8x8 pads, and no, they should be out on the floor.
All of
grunge,
they're up.
The studio light, and then the little packs.
They're
too.
in the front, behind the rack that faces the front door on the back.
I'm not sure why they're not in there. Are they?
Hard to say.
Okay,
so
Cheryl, we just got those grunge papers in yesterday. There was one that we didn't get. Old papers is still on back order, but Penny went to get those sold out like in a matter of minutes.
I needed to get these sorted a little bit. Sorry about that.
Okay. I've been watching the videos on YouTube too.
Thank you. So you can go out, you guys. You can go out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you go out there, there's a little button. It might be off to the left, and you can click subscribe, and then you can get notification when there's new videos. And you know, if you go out and you're going to see some maybe that you've seen before, and maybe it's like that's okay because I forgot about them.
Yeah, if you want to see Dawn or
yes.
She'll be out there.
She'll be out there,
whether she wants to be or not.
Yep, that's true.
Merrymakers videos.
Those will be, what our plan is to download them and re-upload them back to the Merrymakers group. So we'll be doing that. Thank you, Penny. Oh man, we got a lot to show. We got a lot to do today. Okay, well let's show some of these cool die cuts because I do really love die cuts. I love ephemera. We got in Papa and some months, but remember we have all the months in pink and blue. which are really nice if you're doing a baby's first year album. It's done for you.
Sandy, yes, to your question.
Big Brother.
We got 2 orders of these in yesterday, and there's
Diane.
3 more orders out.
Wow.
We have.
So you're going to
We're keeping
find
them
all of
busy.
these in our theme. And I just grabbed some travel here. How many of you have been to the Grand Ole Opry? First time I went there, I was kind of like, it was amazing. I loved it. I thought it was going to be hokey, but I actually loved it.
A lot of
Okay, here's Rocky Mountain National Park. And then you're going to see this Florida die cut, and we have this for every state. So if you went to Michigan or, hey, Iowa, and we have the Royal Gorge and Lighthouse. We
is
sell a
very
lot of lighthouses.
We do. A lot of people.
And I think this one's really fun because it's driver's license, and you could actually put a little picture there.
Picture and the name. Yep.
And then we've got That Hurt.
That's so cute.
That reminds me of an incident I had. And then we have all these grades. So we have freshman, junior, first grade, second grade, and we're carrying them in the 2 different colors with the shadow and the kind of that fun writing. So we have a bunch of those. Like here's 8th grade, for example. And I love this because graduation time is coming up, and a lot of people use this on signs and in albums.
Yep. The
Squirrel. We've got kind of a real looking squirrel, and then we've got our goofy corn guy. And then look at this little angel. Is that just sweet?
I know. I don't remember that one.
I do remember that one. I don't know why. And then this is kind of crazy if you're looking for mud
I
splots.
know.
This could be like kids playing outside
Yep.
or lots of
Yep.
different things.
Definitely.
And then we got in some papers from Scrapbook Customs, and these are just beautiful. They are in their, what do we call this collection, Diane? What are these?
The eucalyptus.
The eucalyptus. So you have
Yeah.
wedding ceremony, and on the back you've got the eucalyptus in the corner. So if you had 2 sheets of this, you could put this on the right and then put the back on the left.
And it's kind of got a marbly, I don't know if it shows up on
It
camera,
might not show up, but you can maybe see it on
yeah.
this one.
There you go.
And then again, this has got a nice on the back. So this does
Baptism,
not have to be
wedding.
wedding.
Nope.
Put 2 of these together, and would that be beautiful?
That'd be gorgeous.
You could do your whole book in this style. It looks like I did get 2 of these. Oh no, it says this is different, I guess.
Just
So we've got Just Married, and then we have,
backside.
which you could do, maybe you could do this. There's a lot of options. And then there is some other pieces to that, I thought. Here we go. So then we have some
die cuts.
Are they die cuts?
Or stickers.
I think you could do your whole album with this eucalyptus
It's just very
collection.
elegant.
And it's neutral, so whatever colors you put with it, it's going to match.
You could put gold very easily with that.
And then I noticed that we had the bride's dress. Oh, and I wanted to show, Diane, you just led us right into it. Because we have this big gold Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, gorgeous.
So wouldn't that be kind of neat? Even on a card, a 5x7 card, or on your layout.
Gorgeous.
Love it. All right, and then, and we have the little gold hearts. I think people forget about these. There's 106 for $4.99, and they've got little enamel dots, and they have little hearts and little diamonds. So then what also came in are the sets of the school paper.
So if you're working on a graduation,
This is the way to do it. If you
Yep.
are like, you haven't done anything, but you'd like to have something to document your students' years, there's 2 different ones. There's the ruler one, and then I think this is just called grades. And really, all you need to do is put on a picture or a couple pictures, maybe write down. It's important to have the years, you guys. We all think we're going to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I'll remember that
Oh.
teacher's name. And you do when your student is in 2nd or 3rd grade.
Yep.
But when they're like in college or later, you're like, what was that teacher's name?
No.
So if
Never
you are wanting to do something, these are $15.99. And even some people have taken these sheets which you can't really tell what they are. So let me just pull one out, because why not? Some people have taken these sheets and then they put their student picture on them, because most of us have the photo from each grade. And you can just put your picture on here and put these up for a decoration.
Yep.
When our son graduated, I just took his picture, his 5x7 or 8x10 for each year, and I just hung it up so it's kind of like a timeline.
Yep. Dawn's making them for her grandkids.
Is she?
Yep.
And then put it in your album and you're good to go.
And it's all done.
And we have the same thing for birthday, but what's exciting, and I've used this one for our grandson Daniel's birthday book, but we have a pink one. So if you'd like to have maybe pinks and purples, our favorite colors, or you can mix them up. And these are $12.99, and they go through 12 years old.
Perfect.
So first to 12.
Really fun birthday album.
It is, and it makes it easy. Okay, let me load this back up, Diane, and we're going to move on. We talked about our YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. We also hope to reload some videos here to Facebook, but we want to get them to YouTube first because we know they're going to stay there.
Yeah, it just takes time.
And you're going to find us actually broadcasting to YouTube and Facebook on our morning videos. And tomorrow might be our test. So
hopefully,
we hope it works.
Keep your fingers crossed.
So if you visit us tomorrow live, you might see something crazy going on.
Okay, this is the grunge paper that we got in just last week.
And it's back.
And it only comes in 8x8, and it's single-sided, but it is gorgeous.
It's cool. It's very cool. It's sold out right away.
And this one is called Vintage Papers.
And here's background papers. So let's flip through here.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
What do you get, 4 of each, I think we said?
Maybe, yep.
Look at the clocks.
Yeah, it's just really fun. The cards, the craft along that I am doing in a couple weeks, this paper would
have been great, wouldn't it?
Would have been great too, yes. Love.
This one is Botanicals, Grunge Botanicals.
And then, like I said, the 8x8 old papers, I know some of you are waiting for that, is on back order.
And that's on back order?
Yeah.
And then we did get in the little tablets.
So cool. They've got postcards, ephemera.
Little tickets. They're all little cut-apart things.
Oh, look at! I love the postcards.
It's kind of got a Tim Holtz vibe, you guys.
Yep.
So if you're a Tim Holtz fan.
There's a winter one. Yeah. Vintage memories on the road and winter fun.
Let's show winter fun because it goes really well with fresh snow from Simple Stories.
That's the one I took home because it's got New York on some of the tags back here.
There's
It's
London.
got New York City, so I'll be able to use that in my New York album.
Perfect.
So, that is
back in lots of good new stuff. All right, so let's get on to our rip and flip. Oh, I don't know when we did the original rip and flip. It was during the COVID, probably early COVID times, and I don't know if Janet can find our post on Facebook, on our blog or not, but I did. Unbelievably, I found some of the projects from it.
Really?
And yes, I did. So this card, this is actually one sheet of paper. I'll show you how to do it. We probably need to just do one. I'll show you the oldies, and then I'm going to do one, and then we'll show you some of the other ones I made recently. So this one says, hello friend, and it says you are one of a kind. And this is one paper here, but it's been ripped in half. One side is flipped and glued down. And here's another one from Doodlebug. And then Diane, I didn't remember this one.
No, but it's gorgeous.
I think maybe we did this twice. I don't know.
Wow.
So, and I did layouts when we did it. So there was a lot of different ripping and flipping going on. Oh, and this one. So you'll see where the paper meets, the two colors meet. This one's kind of in the middle. This one is close to the top. This one is towards the bottom. And this one is about a third, but it's going the other direction. So there are a lot of different ways to do it.
And all those verbiage, they could be say it was stamps.
Yeah, there's lots of options.
There's lots of different.
This, I don't remember what stamp that was. It's something.
Or dye.
That one's, a couple of them are dyes, a couple are stamps. Yeah. There's a lot of different things. But today what I want to do is mainly use the new Flower Shop from Simple Stories because Flower Shop has, well, it's beautiful for
It
one
is
thing.
gorgeous.
It's a simple vintage collection, so it's got a lot of good stuff. But it does have sayings. They have sentiment bits. So I took advantage of the sentiment bits, and there's some of the words. And I took advantage of the floral bits, so you're going to see those on my projects.
These are like perfect.
Aren't they fun?
Look at all those fun words.
And there are just plain bits and pieces. I didn't take these home because I wasn't doing that many projects that I needed them. And you know, gosh, you got to have the enamel dots. Everybody loves enamel dots. I think they
Except
just add a
me.
lot.
I've never used them, ever.
Well, you need to get started on
I
it.
guess, I don't know.
So I'm going to do one card, and then I'll show you the 3 that I made, or the 2 that I made with Flower Shop. So I'm starting with, I'm doing A2. I did do an A7, and I'll show you that one, but I'm starting with an A2 card base. So I'm just folding it like you do.
And they come in white or cream.
Or craft. Actually, craft
yes.
would have been really nice with
Yes.
this. And then I cut the paper I'm going to put on the front, I cut it 4 by 6. So when you go to put it on, you're like, oh, yikes, that's way too long. But it needs to be a little bit longer because you need to have room to, when you rip it, you've got to have enough space. Let me see if I have one here. Okay, let me just cut this one down.
Kellie's actually got her trimmer.
I got my trimmer. I remembered it. So if you, we're going to do this one, and then I'm going to show you why it needs to be longer. So I've got this piece. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tear it. I love this paper. It's got the plaid on the back, the floral on the front.
Just like perfect for
I think
ripping.
it's called Beautiful. It's called Vintage, or yeah, it is called Beautiful. I was right. I shouldn't doubt myself. 'Cause
Really?
I do remember things occasionally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rip it so that I have a little bit less at the top, and I'm going to have more of the plaid showing. So I'm going to just rip it like this.
Mary, I'll come back to your question.
Pretty easy. And then I'm going to glue down. I'm going to have, I said I'm going to have more of the plaid showing, but this is where you make a choice. If you want it like so, if you want it, you can do the floral. If you want more floral, and then you could do your plaid at the top. But I think I'm going to have it so more plaid shows. So let's do that. Let's glue it on.
While Kellie's doing that, I'll go back to this. Mary, we have the state die cuts in all the states, and there should be a category under, is it under die cuts? Or just
if you need
travel?
a state, just go to the state and get it.
Okay, so just
All the states are in the state.
like put in Missouri, and it should come up if you're searching.
And we would have the word Missouri, and we also have the shape Missouri.
Right.
All right, so let's stick this down. Now what for me, I like things to be pretty straight, so I want to make sure my sides line up. And it's the same sheet of paper, so you know it's the same width.
Now, did you ink that?
I did ink the sides, and I inked the flowers before you
Photo.
got here. Yeah, I usually use Vintage Photo, but I pulled out Frayed Burlap because I never use it. All right, and then I picked out a floral piece from the floral bits, and I thought maybe I would put it something like this. I'm not really sure. And then I've got the word friend, and I've got a little butterfly.
Perfect, and
So
you're
does that look
done.
nice? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue down. Now with these, what I kind of like to do is take these and I just kind of bend them a little bit to give them a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to glue it down flat, but you could also pop it up. And I only put adhesive in the middle. But I am going to pop up the word friend. Let's see.
It's a beautiful bouquet of flowers.
Isn't it pretty? I didn't think I could use my big dots, but maybe I could. Let me take the backing off of these. I got a little waste basket over here. I'd rather put them right in the waste basket than to have to clean up later. So So
our staff appreciates that too.
Yeah, me too. Whoops, it's stuck to my finger. I can't get it off. So I could put the word friend right there. And then I've got this butterfly. And if you kind of pop him up, bend his wings a little bit. And I'll put a little pop dot on him.
And you're done.
So there we go.
Fun.
So that's now, what I was saying is, if you had your piece cut, you know, like a 1/4 of an inch smaller, and then you rip it, so then I go to rip it like so. And then I put it on my card. You're going to find that,
You're going to have a gap.
oops, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So that's why you cut it, whatever you're working on, cut it longer, like a 1/2 inch or so longer. So I did the same thing that we just did here on this card, except you'll see that it's horizontal and the rip is going across instead of, it's vertical rather than horizontal. And then this was my 5x7 card. So these were all done, those are all done with Flower Shop.
Yeah,
and this card is a little tricky because this little piece right here, I call that my Katie paper, and it's right here. And she
called captured.
Yeah, or captured. And she loves it because you can cut all of those little pieces apart. And just wait, you guys. She's going to be doing something pretty cool with it because you can document.
Well, you can put a picture in it. You can journal with it.
You can do a lot.
Yep.
You can do
gorgeous.
A lot. All right. So then I pulled out this paper, maybe out of the vault. This is the color palette paper from Simple Stories, and you'll notice it's a light pink on one side and wow, orange on the other, which is great for a rip and flip.
Yep, perfect.
So always look at your papers front and back and you can see what they're going to look like. So that's what I pulled out for this card.
Yeah, this card is so pretty.
And the flowers are from Flower Shop, from the floral bits. And then the word, or Easter wishes, actually comes from a sheet of paper.
And she did not have to fussy cut those flowers.
No, I didn't fussy cut the flowers, and I didn't have to.
They're from this.
And there were 3 of them, and you know, it's nice to do things in 3s. So, and then like I did with the other floral, I just kind of bent them a little bit just to give them a dimension. They're actually glued on, these are glued on flat, and this bottom one is glued to the Easter wishes, but it's got a little piece of foam tape where it meets the card. And then this sheet has a lot of
look at all
Easter opportunities on here.
Wow. I just love all the different sizes.
I know, isn't that nice?
I wish they would do that more often.
So
I love that.
These aren't even from the same collection. One of them is the Photo Play Easter Sunday, and the other one is the palette from Simple Stories.
Good.
So that was a card that I made. And then just for an idea to show you this, but I didn't get around to it, but that's okay. This is from Photo Play Charmed. And look at, wouldn't this be, if you kind of look at them like this, if you ripped and flipped it, that's perfect.
How fun.
And then you could, if you need a quick St. Patrick's Day, you could put this on it.
And you're done.
This is $3.49 for that cute little Happy St. Patrick's Day that's all glittered. Or Charmed also has this sheet, kind of like the Easter sheet. And oh my gosh, you could get one of these. You could make 6 cards, 6 rip and flip cards out of here because you cut them 4x6. And then you could easily find 6 things to put on your cards with
Out
this.
of 2 sheets of paper.
Yeah, 2 sheets of paper, 6 cards. Maybe add some enamel dots or some little, some of Katie's little hearts or rainbows. And that takes care of you. So that's Charmed from Photo Play.
Kim said she watched this technique on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From Memory Bound?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm now going to do that. There are beautiful double-sided papers.
There are,
Yep.
for sure. And we're going to do something tricky that I haven't tried in just a minute.
Okay.
So our next card, I went ahead and I put the green on it, the whole sheet, so the whole front is solid. And that's with some of the Flower Shop, the ginghams.
Which comes in several different colors.
Oh, yes. Purple, pink.
Yeah.
There's a blue, there's a teal. And one side is solid like this, and the other side is gingham like this. So what I was thinking about doing was going ahead and doing this. And I'm going to do a different kind of rip and flip. It's still a rip and flip, but it's narrower. It's going to be matted within the two papers. And I think I'm going to trim this down just a bit.
Kay is going to do this for her St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, perfect. The one thing that I did not bring a sample to do is to rip it this way. So if you wanted to do a rip and flip like across the width here, then you just have to make sure that you cut your paper bigger here.
Yeah.
You know what, if you do one and you cut your paper wrong, it's okay. You're going to say, oh, I cut my paper wrong. And then you're going to know, oh, I got to do it different next time.
And Ken said it was you that
Oh,
she
okay.
watched on YouTube.
Good. Well, maybe I should have gone out and looked at it before today.
Yes, and go out and subscribe to us on YouTube so you get, I don't know if they get notifications.
Yeah,
or
if you
can
subscribe,
go
then you'll
out.
get notifications.
Yeah.
And if you subscribe, maybe you'll find out if it works tomorrow. We've got some new
Yeah.
software. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, life just gets more and more complicated. All right, so I've done a double mat here, and now I've got my rip and flip paper. And whoops, I think we'll do it like so. So I'm going to put down
I really
orange.
love all those colors together. Don't
know.
be afraid to use different colors together. Teresa's really good at that.
Especially, you know, in the spring, you know, there's lots of bright, fun colors. So we're actually mixing 3 collections here on this one. So it's just got that little touch of orange, and I did that on purpose because I've got this little Easter here that I can put right across here, and it probably needs a flower or something.
Needs a little bit more something.
I don't know what we've got. Is there anything in that sheet that I could add?
Chocolate time. There's lots of words on here.
Oh, here's some stuff. I'm thinking maybe of just doing something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Perfect.
now if I would have brought my slanted edge trimmer, I would have put that on there.
You could have made that into a tag, yep.
Oh yeah, that would be great. If I had prepared and knew ahead of time, I would have made that into a tag.
Kelly's really good at
But I did.
working on the fly.
But if I had prepared a little better, I was just going to put the word on there, and I'm like, oh, it could use something else for sure.
9:30 comes awfully fast.
It does. But you can tell I really enjoy these. I love these cards. I haven't added any, you know, like, we haven't added any ribbon or twine.
Which you
could easily put some of the enamel dots on here. So that's another quick little rip and flipper.
Cute.
Okay, I got 2 more tricks up my sleeve here, everybody.
Okay.
I want to do a double flip, and I have not done a double flip before, but we're going to give it a try. So what I mean by double flip is I have 2 different papers here. So I think, like I said, I haven't done this before. Let's see, was I doing this way, I think. So I've got the pink and orange that we looked at, and then I've got that beautiful paper with the plaid. And I have inked these because I'm going to use this big word hello from the sentiment bits, and I just wanted it to have a little bit of ink on it. So you have to kind of think about what we're going to do, and I don't really know. I think I'm going to rip this one like so.
Well, it should work.
Here we go. And I might have to trim some of my papers down. And then I'm going to rip this one a little lower. So we will see. So if I put that there, oh, maybe I just take the 2, but it is a rip and flip, so it has to be a rip and flip. So I'm kind of learning this as we go.
Bottom. There you
Well,
go.
what if we do something like that?
Yeah, perfect.
And so let's glue these down. I think when you do 2, the trick might be to tear more off. And if you have to tear a little more off, you just go ahead and do it. Which I might just tear a little more off of this. you guys, while I'm putting this together, I'll just share this, that we have a grandson who's on the autism spectrum, and one of the things that he used to do was tear magazines. So I would tear magazines with Daniel, and it was some of the funnest,
Really?
the funnest stuff, because he would just be tearing them into strips. And then I would really enjoy tearing them shapes, like I'd tear cats or flowers. And I was just telling him the other night that I really miss our magazine tearing days.
Really? Heidi, we'll go back and address your question in a second. We'll show you the difference. If Kelly has another piece of paper handy.
Let's stick this. Oh, I've got paper.
Okay,
Look
there
at that.
we go.
That's a lot of stuff.
You put your verbiage on.
So I thought we would put hello on there. And then I thought maybe we would add one of these pieces that I cut out from that paper. And then I've got a big flower here. Let me just turn this for a second so I can see. I'm going to put this on. I'm using the repo adhesive so I can move things around pretty easily. So we stick our hello, and I brought a couple little flowery things that I thought could kind of be coming out of here. So let me stick those on. So I'm combining a couple of the floral sentiments. So I kind of stuck those together in a group, and I was thinking about putting them either here or maybe down here. There's lots of options. There's way too many options. I just didn't bring enough large. What do you mean? I didn't bring enough large things, but this will work fine. I probably need little ones.
Okay, so Heidi, yes, it does make a difference the way you tear paper, what it's going to look like. And
you might have caught me that I tore one the direction I didn't want earlier, guys, and I kind of tore it over here off to the side and did another tear.
So we will show you the difference.
Yeah, I'll show you. Whether you
tear
towards you or away from you. Yeah, it depends.
The look you want.
And if you're cutting them bigger, you really don't have to worry about it because you can always
rip again.
Yeah, I just like bending these flowers. It just gives them a little bit of dimension. Not dementia, but dimension. Okay, let me pull off this.
Okay.
You can see that
first start.
it really doesn't take a lot. These cards turn out just because the product is so wonderful.
And she has 4 different pattern papers on that card. I know,
crazy.
I love it. Love it.
Okay. All right, let's stick our hello on.
And hello is like
There we
perfect
go.
size.
And we could add a couple little enamel dots down here at the bottom. Or there's also, I believe, the word friend, and it'd be kind of cool to put that there too.
Perfect.
So there we go.
So do you have a piece of paper that we can demo?
We sure do. So
paper tearing demo.
Paper tearing. Like I said, we did a lot of magazine tearing, but it doesn't tear as nice as this paper. So if you tear towards you, and this is going to be backwards, but I'm tearing toward me. So the one I'm pulling up, I'm getting the smooth cut on, so you don't see the white. And the one that's below has the white on it. But then when you flip it, it's the same. So whatever you pull down on is going to have the white. And when you pull up, like I'm pulling up on this one, it does not have the white. So you're kind of pulling this away from the bottom.
And now, you can easily ink those edges.
And if you tear the other way, then you're going to have the opposite. You can see now I've got the clean cut, the clean tear here, and the white on the other side. And look at this. That would be a wonderful piece to put somewhere.
There you go.
And you know, I don't remember that. I just acted like I do, but I don't remember that. So what I do is, if I just start to tear, and if I don't like the way it's going, then flip it and tear it the other way.
Kay said she just subscribed to YouTube, so that's good.
Thank you, Kay.
Yeah.
All right. In the past, Kim, the video that you watched, I know we did a layout, not quite like this, but we did do a layout because you can use the same technique on your layouts. So I'm going to start with a 12 by 12 piece of natural basil cardstock, and this is really different for me because normally most of all of our other rip and flips have just been kind
Cards.
of solid-y.
Yep.
And they haven't had something like this on the bottom. So, and I also want this to be a little smaller than my 12 by 12. So I'm going to cut this paper down. I've got 2 of them here. So let me grab my trimmer. First I'm going to cut off the barcode strip. So,
Well, Jenny, you're in luck. She wants to know, have you ever done this for a layout?
oh,
it's
yay!
coming.
Was that the question?
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
How
I
did
love
it
it.
come
I love
up?
it. Okay.
Well, we'll see how it comes out.
Well, maybe Kim could remember what we did before if she watched it recently. I don't know.
I don't know if we've ever done layout.
So I want this to be maybe about 10 inches. So I'm going
10
to
by
have
10?
about a 10 by 10. But remember, we got to have more space, and I'm going to be ripping it this way. So I got to keep this 12 inches, but I am going to cut off 2 inches from this side to make it 10. It is going to end up being 10 by 10 now. I'm not sure how, but it is. So let's cut this. Okay.
So you have a piece that's 10 by 12.
Yep. So
Okay.
here was our original piece,
Okay.
and we made it smaller. It's going to go on this page right here. And we are going to utilize that bingo.
Okay.
But, it's like, oh, wait, actually, this looks kind of cool.
It does.
So that right there looks kind of cool. I don't know
Definitely.
if Peggy's watching, but maybe Peggy would be proud of me because I kind of am inspired by her. So what my plan is I want to tear it. I'm going to tear about a third because I think thirds look better than halves. So we're going to tear it up here. And I want the white on the pink. So I'm doing it right. Oh, it's a little awkward, you guys, to tear this way.
And if you don't like that much white, like right
Yeah,
in
it was-
there, you
Yes.
just go and you
You just pull it off.
pull it off. Yeah.
And I am going to do that because I think that's a bit of white.
Kim says she just remembers cards.
Okay, well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the plan is to do it like this. And it would be kind of, well, about like that.
I love that.
So there we go. I got a couple little mountains that I might just tear down. Should we ink that
Ink it?
maybe?
Yep.
Let's ink it. I brought my inking paper. And I do have an ink pad right here.
And she is using
Frayed burlap. I
Frayed
never
burlap.
use it. It was on top. I'm kind of a vintage photo person, and now I like scorched timber mixed with vintage photo or
I
whatever it
started
might be.
using scorched timber too, and I really like.
Yeah, if you guys, if you don't have scorched timber, it's a really good one to have,
You may think it's dark, but it blends in really good.
especially when you use 2 colors together, like Maggie taught us. You guys, she taught us a lot. Okay, and where did the other half of that paper go, Diane? Oh, here it is.
Our table doesn't look too bad this morning.
Yeah, it's not bad. It'll
Not-
be easy to clean up.
Too much on it
I do
yet.
think I do need to juice up my pad.
If you guys seen my table, you would be very surprised.
But you don't want to see my room at home. I know that. Doug will confirm that. Okay, got ink on that side. Okay, so let me just put these down so we can. And I am going to eyeball it. I know you could measure if you want to make sure that it's 10 inches,
That's okay.
but I'm eyeballing it. This is just such a gorgeous collection, and
Yes, I love that paper that you're working with right now.
yes, and Diane can tell you that we didn't order enough, and we had to order more.
Yeah. Oh, love that.
So there we go. Look at that. So what I was thinking we
Perfect.
would do with this is that you might recognize these little pieces that we cut out of the paper called Captured. So I just picked out, I think maybe I'll use these 3. So I was thinking about putting these 3 up here with the word moments and the word bright. And then I've got the word beautiful for down here, and I've got a little butterfly, and I've got a little flower.
Oh, they love that.
You like that? Do you
Yeah.
like those captured? Oh my gosh, you
Yes.
guys, there's so much you could do with those.
Yeah.
All right, let's glue them down, because let's just finish this, because How many of you have
Don't
unfinished?
overthink it.
How many of you have unfinished projects at home, like me? I think I'm going to do these all flat. Let's see. I'm going to put the blue in the middle because it's got a cute little flower. And I'm doing it upside down, so we're just going with it. And we got moments. Got the word bright.
Barb, the name of the collection is Simple Vintage Flower Shop. It is the new Simple Stories collection that we got in
Oh, here's my
only
big
like
ones.
maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it is gorgeous.
We reordered it because we loved it so much.
Yeah.
I found my bigger foam dots, and a lot of times I use the tape. So let's get our words on. Whoops. So we've got bright moments. Hopefully that is going right
Cute.
side up.
Yep.
Let's put a couple things on here. Now, I will say, I don't know that Peggy's watching, but I will say, Peggy, I have never done a layout where I took my pattern paper and made it smaller. I always would use a full sheet. Is that how you are, Diane?
At the beginning, now well, of course, I haven't done a 12 by 12, but when I'm doing anything smaller, I like to leave an edge around things.
Yeah, I never did. I've
like
never
some
done
of the
that.
albums, or that album I'm doing now, it's craft, and I always leave a little, it doesn't go side to side.
And I think I could have probably made it like 10 and a half or even 11 instead of
You
10.
could have, yeah.
So you could have done that.
Yeah, a little bit bigger,
Could
but
have been bigger.
it looks pretty cool.
Put our butterfly on.
Yeah, they love the layout look. Oh,
And
perfect.
there's a lot of other things you could add. Here, let's just stick this butterfly on because
But again, don't add too much because you won't have room for your pictures.
Diane
which
speaks
is,
from experience.
I do.
Okay.
I get a little carried away with my embellishments.
So there we go. There's our rip and flip.
Oh
and
my
we
gosh.
we could have left more at the top.
Yeah.
Once you do it, you're like, oh, I could have done that, or I could have done that. Oh my gosh, don't go away. We got to put some enamel dots on here because they did bring enamel dots. Maybe just some random ones. This is a very
Yeah.
colorful page.
There you go.
All right, so
Yeah, they like it a lot.
So,
Perfect.
Okay, so we showed you some new product. We talked about our YouTube channel, so go out and subscribe to that. Tomorrow we're going to attempt to broadcast on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And today we brought back a throwback from, I don't know how long ago, but the Rip and Flip. And we used the flower shop paper, and we made we made a lot of cards, more
They
than I
like
even
the
thought we
white
did.
edge on there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So we did A2 cards. We inked some of them. We left some plain. We've got an A7 card, a couple little Easter cards. We mixed different companies' collections, and we did a layout. And is there anything else we did that I
Okay.
missed?
So questions. Melissa, the 49 in Market should be here late next week. It's all ordered.
It's supposed to ship on the 3rd, which is Monday.
Monday. So we should have it by...
Yeah, they're going to be really busy.
It should maybe Thursday, maybe Friday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But it's on the way, and we usually get shipped pretty quickly, and we have a lot coming, and it's 2 collections, so if you're not familiar with them, and we'll probably be getting them online when we can, so you can see them, but it is, Wanderlust Explorer.
Wanderlust
And was it
Explorer.
One Fine Day, or, I'm embarrassed.
It's from the new designer.
Joanne. It's the new designer Joanne, and Dennis has the other collection. So
We'll
we're
get
excited.
those.
There's a peek of them here on our Facebook page. So that's really exciting that's coming, and there's a lot of new stuff
Yeah,
coming.
they're good.
So
They're
just
good.
hang on to your hats, everybody.
Okay, let's
Any other questions?
see. When inking, do you ever use oxides?
some people do. I tend to not because they dry slower. This is just me. They dry slower, and I tend to get things like maybe you didn't notice, but I even had ink on this paper doing the inking.
Yeah.
So that's why I typically use Distress. But I think
use Distress.
Teresa uses oxides a lot.
Yep.
And they have become a lot more popular.
Yep. Let's see. Let's show the card kit that we have.
Have to show that. I had it all out here to show.
So yesterday, Katie and Kelly were here with the new St. Patrick's Day card kit. It makes how many cards?
8. It makes 8
cards.
cards. It's let me just pull
And
one
it's
out.
the Simple Stories Lucky Charm.
It's got a mixture of collections.
Oh, okay.
It's $24.99. It makes 8 cards.
And there's
Katie
all the
did some really
cards.
creative things with the cut aparts. Like she cut one of them in half and used each half on different cards. And she cut some of them down and she matted some. She did some fussy cutting. We did. I did the sticker. Can I call that sticker art?
Yep. Sticker
It's like
collage.
a subway. It's a sticker collage. So
That's
there's lots
kinda
of.
cool,
There
Kelly.
are quite a few techniques that we ended up getting into this
Awesome.
card kit.
Okay.
And the miracle is we still have some available. So if you're wanting to send a few St. Patrick's Day cards, it's a perfect kit. And remember, we also mentioned the rip and flip St. Patrick's that you could do with the photo play collection that's called Charmed. We have Lucky Charm and we have Charmed this year for our 2 main collections.
Kay did the kit last night and got 5 cards made.
Yay! Get that on
Yay.
your tracker.
Yep.
You know, you guys might not know this, but we're keeping a tracker
We
here
are.
at Memory Bound of our videos and how much
Katie's doing
stuff
a
we've
pretty good
made.
job of
And
keeping track.
It's amazing. I think you're going to be amazed.
We
because
do a lot.
January, it was like 112 things, and we're counting like a mini album as one
Wow.
project, and that is a lot more than
Yeah.
one thing. So
Well, they liked everything. They loved
Good.
the layout.
awesome.
I think we've
Well, it's a
answered all
really
your
pretty
questions.
collection. So I hope you check out Flower Shop from our friends at Simple Stories.
We got restocked on most things yesterday.
Yep, I think we probably got. I think the sticker sheet, but we have the collection pack.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well,
I
thanks
think
everybody.
we're ready to sign off. We will
Have
see
a
you
crafty
tomorrow.
day. We'll be
And
back
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow is
a store tour and some other little things.
okay. So we'll see you on Friday.